So I think this has been a good cycle so far. I don't want to jinx it. I'm not going to call anything because, you know, last time I thought I was. Hi, thanks for clicking on Simply Tanika. I am Tanika. If you are new here, welcome. Hit that subscribe button. Let's hang out a while. If you are returning, welcome back. Let's get those babies, ladies.
I see the crystal raindrops fall and the beauty.
Good morning. What's up, fertility fam? Today is Tuesday, July 3rd. It's almost Independence Day. Yay! How are you? So I'm home, as you can see. I'm going to do a progesterone test today at home, and then I'm headed down to the clinic to do one as well. So we talked about confirming ovulation. Here's what that kit looks like, and there is the test. So I'm going to take that. Yeah. So there is the blank one, and I'm putting it in. Okay, there we go. It's getting pink right there, so it's moving across. I'm gonna lay that flat and set that there, and then crack this door because I'm sweating. Yeah. So the reason why we do the progesterone testing is why? One, to confirm ovulation, and then two, to make sure that the levels are sufficient to sustain a pregnancy. And this test is actually going to give either a low progesterone reading, a high, or invalid. Oh, here it is. So if it's a low, your urine contains less than 5 milliliters of progesterone. If it's high, and you see a single line in the normal area, the test is positive. This is more than 5 of progesterone. So I'm hoping for more than 5 because I had so many follicles. So we're looking in this case for 1 line, just the opposite of our pregnancy test and our OPK test, right? So we'll see. And then how much time does it take? It says wait for 3 minutes. Okay, here we go. And then, oh my God, it's so hot in New York, you guys. Like nobody's business. In case you guys are wondering, I don't wrap my hair at night. I know that's a thing now because I see people doing it on YouTube. I also am unclear on what a protective style is. But it's the girls with natural hair who are wearing it, so I don't know what they're protecting their hair from exactly. Sun damage, heat. But yeah. Oh, and I did talk to my sister last night, and she was like, oh, you could do your hair whatever. So it's the 20s style that she wants the hair like Great Gatsby. So I think I'm gonna try to do finger waves or kick it old school and do a banana freeze. You guys remember those? Probably not. I had that my hair in a banana freeze when I gave birth to Cheyenne. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do finger waves. I asked her to send me pictures, but she was just like, I'll just look up 20s. But I'm just like, different strokes for different folks. If it were me, I would send out a picture to all the bridesmaids so that they knew exactly what I wanted. But I guess, you know, she's cool with it. So I'm gonna look for somebody to do finger waves here in New York. I got to practice once before the wedding. I was quite a bit younger the last time I even wore finger waves, and my noggin is quite a bit larger, so I just want to make sure I don't look crazy. I would love something that came like swooped over my forehead, like down here, but I don't know how they would do that and have it keep. So at that point, I probably would be wearing a scarf to bed or some type of bonnet or something on my head to keep it intact. But yeah, that's all sorted out. I still need to get my dress hemmed. Don't judge me. I know it's July 3rd and I have that dress at least a month now. But I gotta figure that out. And then she did tell me, like, the person that I'm walking with, the groomsman, is short. So I was like, I showed her the shoes I wanted to get, and they're like a 4-inch heel, so that's not going to work. I mean, I'm already short, I'm 5'4", but that would put me at 5'8", and she said he might be 5'5" or 5'6". So I'm going to be taller than him no matter what, because I'm putting on heels, but I don't want to be, like, towering over him just for the pictures. So we'll see. How are you guys doing? I haven't talked to you in a while. Well, I talked to you guys actually on Sunday because I did the 1,000 yay subscriber giveaway, but it will be 2 weeks from now that you see that because I jumped the timeline to do that. So I've talked to you guys about that, but I haven't talked to you guys about TTC stuff. So I hope everybody's well, and looking forward to hearing about BFPs. A lot of ladies are emailing me. Feel free to email me. I love it when you email me. Hold on, what's the timer? Let's just see. Yeah, feel free to email me. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I used to be faster, but more people are emailing me, which is a good thing. When you email me, send me what you know about your cycle in your first email. I know it seems like impersonal, like, hey, Tanika, I'm reaching out and here's my cycle, but it will help both of us because it's just a good starting point. Like, how long is it? Is it regular? Do you have any conditions like PCOS? Do you know how long your luteal phase is? All that stuff. If you just like bullet point it, and then and what kind of troubles you're having or what kind of advice you're looking for, I will be happy to get right back to you. Okay, here we go. So that is not focused. Yeah. So there's a slight line, right? What does that tell us? If you see a single line, the test is positive and more than 5. If you see 2 lines, I see a faint second line, and this is the only time in my life that I'm gonna be like, I don't really want to count that. So I'm hoping it's above 5, again, because I had so many follicles. Last time it was only 8, and that made me feel like it wasn't a strong ovulation, but we'll see. All right, I am running late because I was on the phone with Deidre till 1 o'clock in the morning. Hey, girl, hey. And it was her birthday yesterday. And yeah, I just need to show boogie. So I will talk to you guys once I get over to the clinic. Bye. Hey, fam. So I've made it to the fertility doctor's office, reproductive endocrinologist. Yeah. I'm so late, but I'm not super worried because it's just the progesterone testing and they don't have to do a scan, and they're not really, it's just information at this point. So, wish me luck. All done with the REs, headed back to the office now. Yeah, it was easy. That was it. The girls, or the ladies in the office, I love them. They have like the best personality, always smiling, always helpful, just good people, really good souls, which I always like. Good energy, good vibe, like they got it. All right, chat with you in a bit.
So I'm calling you in reference to your hormone levels from today. So you came in to do a progesterone level, and it looks great. I do see that you are scheduled already to come back to us in a week. In a week, you'll be doing the pregnancy test and another progesterone level. The progesterone level did come back today at 18.4, which is excellent.
Oh, nice. Okay, awesome.
All right. Any questions? Were you doing okay?
I am doing okay. Is that... I just have a question because I'd read on, on Dr. Google, like on average it's like about 10, and I had 3, 4 follicles, so is 18 still high enough? I mean, I'm glad it's 18, but is 18 high enough for the 4?
Yes, 18 is great. Typically, if you were under 8, then they would start progesterone supplementation. So a number of 18 is perfect. Okay?
Perfect. Okay, awesome.
All right, Tanika, so
okay.
Take care, and then we'll see you in a week.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All
Take
right.
care. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye. Yay! Oh my God. So that test that we took this morning was wrong. It's well over 5, 18.4. Thank God. So, yeah, because for pregnancy, what my OB had said before is like she likes to see it over 20, but I'm only 7 DPO, so even if I am pregnant, like implantation would only be starting either yesterday, today. You know, you guys know 6 through 9 DPO 6 through 9 is usually when implantation starts. So yeah, but those little corpus luteums that were holding the follicle are now emitting enough progesterone. So I am happy. I was like a little worried too because I was thinking I would feel sleepier, but yeah, I have to remember, mommy C, mama Ty, trust the process. Trust the process. Trust my process. I'm so glad they told me that because I'm gonna have to keep just like mantraing myself. Trust the process. Trust my process. Trust my process. Yeah, 18-4. I am ecstatic. It's so crazy. I don't know if it's because I'm approaching this cycle different or just because it's happening. I think it is. I'm approaching it different. I feel more relaxed and the results are just coming out more positive. It just is like, I have therapy this evening too, so I think I'll go over it with him. But I think like identifying what is motivating me, what is making me afraid, and getting all that out takes less stress to TTC because there was a lot of other stuff that was going on that I was blaming on TTC and it was causing like stress in my body. And you know how like the stress causes the cortisol to rise and it's just not good for your hormones, right? And then I wasn't triggering my parasympathetic where I'm like nice and relaxed, and so my body didn't know what to do, I think, on those other cycles. So I think this has been a good cycle so far. I don't want to jinx it. I'm not going to call anything because, you know, last time I thought I was pregnant and I wasn't, but I'm going to take it day by day, and today was a good day. Hey fertility fam, how are you? I'm home. It is after therapy, after a day, and I was getting some stuff done for the channel, and yeah, I needed to come on here and close, but therapy was interesting. It was good. I really like this doctor. I think I'm gonna keep both doctors for now. There was nothing profound, but today is also the same day that the video posted where I was talking about my past relationships and that I am a single woman by choice, and I had been a single woman by choice. Because I know there are some single moms by choice on their channels. They talk about they want to be married and they always thought they would be married, and because they hadn't found someone yet, they were going down this path. That's not me. I've never had a desire to be married, and so yeah, that was posting today, so it was kind of timely. I think I'm open to exploring possibilities. I'm not going to say, what is it, never say never. So I'm open to exploring possibilities and to having a long-term commitment and being partnered. But I don't know what that looks like. And I don't have examples of it in my own life. So I'm a work in progress. But I was telling him what I told you guys earlier about just being more relaxed this cycle. And I think not coincidentally having better results. And so it is almost, I hate to say it like that cliche when they're saying just relax. It's an oversimplified way of telling you. I think the way that he had me think about it was much more constructive because it wasn't a matter of just relaxing, but it's really focusing on your other bullshit and addressing it so that it's not in your mind. Because if you're already starting with baggage and things in your way on this journey, TTC is stressful, and then you add that, you know, other stuff. Or actually you have that stuff, then you add TTC on top of it. I always felt like I was ready to explode. And now I did not feel that this cycle. I didn't feel like a desperation or anything. And so that's probably the biggest change I've made this cycle, is just my mental process about it and following what Mommy C, Mama Ty said about trust your process, which is really trusting myself, right? And knowing that I got this and taking it one day at a time and not needing to control everything. Just like I've controlled what I can, I'm doing my best, and let that be. So yeah, I did want to talk about this progesterone testing because I think I talked with LaShonda and I told her I was worried about that, and Deidre too actually. I was worried about this test because there was a second line. I did not take it with first morning urine because I forgot. I woke up and I had to go really bad, so I ran to the restroom and I didn't put it in a cup. So then I went back to sleep, and well, I didn't actually go back to sleep. I hit snooze for about 20 minutes and took a shower and then used the restroom. So that was second morning urine. LaShonda was the one who pointed out, like, it definitely needs first morning urine. It's much more particular than those other tests. And so I'm going to test it again tomorrow just so I can test these out, because I know I've recommended them for a few people, but that was when I didn't have blood work to corroborate it. So obviously the blood work is telling me that it's over 18. This should have one line. So I will do first morning urine tomorrow and we will see how accurate these guys are. If they're not, then I'm not going to recommend them for anyone else, and I'll say go to like Direct Labs or somewhere else. I want to talk about why the progesterone is important, because some of you guys have never been to an RE and you're doing natural cycles and you're probably like, what difference does it make? It helps support your embryo in the beginning. It actually takes a whole trimester for the placenta to take over and start supporting that baby, which is why a lot of women who are doing like IVF or other assisted reproductive technology to have their baby are given progesterone through the first 13 weeks, which is the first trimester, to help support it until the placenta can take over. Well, where does the progesterone come from? It comes from once the follicle has let the egg go. The thing that's left is called a corpus luteum, which is why that part of your cycle that's after your ovulation is called the luteal phase, right? So the corpus luteum is excreting progesterone afterwards. If there was a strong, they're getting ready for the 4th of July, which is tomorrow, happy 4th. If there is a strong ovulation, that and the egg was great and everything was normal, right? Or within that normal range, that corpus luteum is kicking out enough progesterone. So that's what I was worried about last cycle. I only had an 8 and I had 2 follicles. Every Dr. Google search that you're going to do will tell you that you need at least 15. So I was worried about that, especially with 2 follicles. Now, I'm only saying with 2 follicles. No one has confirmed like the more follicles you have, the more progesterone you have. Like maybe your body recognizes the level of progesterone and it balances out. So that's a separate issue. So let's not focus on multiple follicles. Let's just focus on the progesterone. So because it was 8, as you heard on the call today, anything under 8, they would have given me suppositories or supplementation for, meaning they would have given me progesterone to help my body until we had a pregnancy test. And then had I been pregnant, I would have continued with that progesterone through 13 weeks. Had I had a negative beta, they would have told me to stop taking the progesterone. Taking it can sometimes delay your cycle. I've had it both ways, where it has delayed and it hasn't. So I don't have any hard and fast rules on it. Just know that if you're given progesterone during your luteal phase, it could delay your cycle. It's a possibility. So that's kind of why the progesterone is important, because, and it rings a lot of bells for me, because when I was pregnant last year, my progesterone never got to 9. It was like 8 something. I can't remember what it is now. But my OBGYN, so not the old RE, because I hadn't seen an RE at this time when I got pregnant last year, because I got pregnant naturally, said she would like to see my progesterone at a 20. That would be a viable pregnancy. Anything less is risky, and so she gave me the supplementation. Now, supplementing doesn't mean it's going to save the pregnancy, but she said it can help, not hurt, so why not take it? So that's kind of the deal with the progesterone. If you were trying naturally at home, again, we're going to test this out tomorrow. This could be a way to check your progesterone, or you can go into your OB. But now that's making me nervous, because a lot of you guys are telling me even once you get a positive, you're having a hard time getting in to see your OB. So there is, Sandra had mentioned this before, directlabs.com, and I think Shell TTC also mentioned it. I have not used Direct Labs, so check it out. You don't need like a script from a doctor or an order for lab work. You can have your own done. But if your progesterone is low, you want to figure out like what's going on and see if you can get in to see like an OBGYN. I don't know if you can go to urgent care or walk-in clinic. I'm just thinking of like, I know Genesis said when she went to ER, they weren't very helpful. Yeah, I don't know. But I would say get the test first. Like, don't worry about the other ones, because if it's fine, then it's for nothing, and you can rest easy at night. If it's not, you want to tell them, hey, I might need some progesterone supplementation. Here's what's going on. Maybe they can do it over the phone. I know at least my GP will, if I tell her I need something, she'll just say, come in, I need to talk to you, and she'll write me a script for it. I mean, and that includes, like, if I need my Zoloft, whatever I need, like, she'll write it for me. So, and I say GP, general practitioner. Everybody doesn't have that. I know some people say PCP, primary care physician. I don't have an HMO, so I don't have a PCP, which also sounds like a drug. It is a drug, right? I don't have a PCP. I have a general practitioner, which is just like an internal medicine doctor. So hopefully that clears it up. Whatever, like, your doctor that does like your physical and blood pressure, that doctor, whatever you call it, wherever you are, contact them and see if they can help you get the progesterone, because they're still an MD. They can write a script out for it. You also can work with an acupuncturist. You can get Chinese medicine to help support your little phase. I also, as you know, see an acupuncturist. She gives me something, Clara Brown gives me something to support my little phase, and I take that twice a day as well. You want to do lots of warming liquids. So I'm doing beef bone broth, which we've talked about before. I'm going to do the pineapple core, although I struggled with it last cycle. You guys gave me great advice and said make sure I cut it up and put it in a smoothie. I may not always put it in a smoothie, but I'm going to cut it up more, because it just, I haven't had any really yet, because I'm having flashbacks of how it just tore up my mouth last cycle. But if you didn't see that video, I'll put it over here. Yeah, so you want to do like lots of warming things, and that was another thing that acupuncturist stressed, not too hot. You want it warming, so like ginger, you want teas, soups. It's warm here in New York, but I'm gonna do it anyway. You want to put your feet in something warm. So whenever I do the giveaways, I always put in like little socks or booties. That's a thing. You want to keep those feet warm after ovulation. And I think that's it, right? That's what you're doing after to support implantation. So hopefully that makes sense. If that doesn't, leave me a note down below, or shoot me an email, tanika@simplytanika.com, and ask me any questions that you have, and I definitely will get back to you on that. But this is like a critical phase. You want it to be like a warm, welcoming environment for your little being to snuggle in. So yeah, I'm gonna do some coloring tonight. I was gonna share with you guys, but I am a little zapped. Tomorrow is the holiday, so I don't have to go to work. I'm gonna finish the thumbnail for tomorrow's video, and there's 2 going up tomorrow, so at least the first one that's going up at 9, I'll do the thumbnail tonight. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna relax and take it easy. I was gonna run away uptown, but time got away from me, so I'll run away tomorrow, and I'm gonna get a good night's rest tonight and not do too much. I hope you guys are well. I hope that you're gonna do amazing things for the 4th of July. I'm sure you can hear in Harlem, they're getting ready with all the 4th of July celebrations. 4th of July is one of my favorite holidays, although I will say growing up, people gave me a hard time because they were like, you know, the black people weren't free in 1776. Yeah, I know. I've moved past it. We're free now. I'm celebrating independence. I've just always identified with independence. I like to think of myself as an independent, and so I just like that celebration of freedom. I love the flag. Growing up, I would have like American flag bikini and something else. Like I really do love the 4th of July. I love this country, despite who's running it now. But I believe in a lot of the values of America. Is it perfect? No. No. Do I want to live somewhere else? No. And I seriously thought about it when the dude in the White House got elected. Like, literally thought about moving to another country for 4 years. Tested out Canada, tested out Italy, meaning I went on vacation and saw how it might be. I didn't like move anything there. But yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna celebrate tomorrow. I hope you're gonna celebrate tomorrow. Let's really make America great again. Midterm elections are coming up. Let's really make it great again. Not this greatness. Alright, this is not that kind of channel. I'll talk to you later, ladies. Enjoy yourself. Bye. Mwah. Baby dust to you all.
I see the crystal